What's up, everybody? This is LE from the Commanders Declassified podcast, back with a 5 things video. Today's video is 5 ways that the Washington Commanders can turn their season around. As always, we are sponsored by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com, use promo code CDP11, get you 20% off plus free shipping. Make sure you're also locked in, subscribed to the podcast on all audio and visual platforms. Now, the Commanders have not gotten off to the start that we all anticipated. But guess what? It's early and they have the opportunity to change things. They can still turn this around. Here are 5 ways in which they can do that. First, I didn't make my list, and I want to be clear because a lot of you are going to say this. I didn't include the defensive secondary as one of the ways they could change this around. I understand that there are changes they could make. However, I think most of those changes involve keeping Kendall Fuller on the field. He has not been good. I think even with moving St. Juste around, you're still going to have some issues wherever Fuller goes. I hate to say it, but I think that's the reality. Number 5, utilize the intermediate passing game. There are so many reasons to do this, but chief among them is to get Terry McLaurin the ball more. This offense to this point has not used the intermediate pass game. If you're watching the games, you know everything is either a deep or it's being thrown at the line of scrimmage, and we don't want that. The NFL today is all about crossing routes, pick plays, rub routes, guys coming across the middle, right into the quarterback's vision. And you're forcing the secondaries and the linebackers to choose who they're going to cover. And typically, that's going to lead to blown assignments. We have to do what modern NFL offenses are doing. Let's utilize the intermediate pass game in the middle of the field. It will help Carson Wentz out. It will help everybody else out. Get the ball to our playmakers. Let them make plays. Number 4, set Jamon Davis loose as a pass rusher. Jamon Davis has proven to be effective when he's going full speed at the quarterback. It is a difference maker for us. We get teased with this every week, and then you see him split out wide covering the slot receiver. I don't understand it. Let Jamon do what Jamon does best. Use his speed to create havoc in the backfield, because with havoc comes turnovers. Our defense has 1 turnover all year. Something pretty close to that, right? So let's create chaos. You saw the 49ers do it on Monday Night Football. They created chaos. That led to turnovers. Let's do the same thing. We have somebody who can create that chaos. Let's use him. Number 3, we have got to run the football with conviction, okay? Not just to keep the defense honest. We have to do it with conviction. We have a running back named Jonathan Williams who is averaging 9 yards a carry on the season and is not getting more carries. Antonio Gibson's averaging 3.8 yards per carry on the season. He's getting all the carries. We have to diversify who we're giving the ball to. Jonathan Williams has been effective. Antonio Gibson's been okay. Give the ball more to Jonathan Williams. If Brian Robinson comes back this week or next week or whatever, let's get him involved. But we have an effective running game when we use the right folks to operate that running game. And in doing so, that leads to my number 2. Put Gibson back in his playmaker spot. First week of the season, Gibson was all over the field. He was amazing. It totally helped this offense out because they didn't have anybody that could cover Gibson. Gibson is such a unique and dynamic weapon. Use him as such. As a pure running back, he has proven to only be a 3.8 to 3.9 yard per carry running back throughout the duration of his career. I love Gibson as a running back. He's big, he's fast, but he is so much more effective in other roles. Use him there. Let him do what he does best. And if you're noticing a prevailing thing, it's putting people in position to do what they do best, despite what the system dictates so far. Number 1, figure out what our blocking scheme is for the offense that we want to run. If we are going to be an offense that attacks downfield, we have to block to attack downfield. Right now, we are not giving our quarterback time to be effective in the pocket. He is getting sacked as soon as he snaps the ball. Some of those are on him for his deep drops. I understand that. And Scott Turner has to scheme away from those 7-step drops, which ultimately equate to 11 yards down the field in the quarterback backfield. We have to create an offense. And more importantly, we have to set our offense up for success with the way that we establish our blocking schemes. We don't ever go max protect. Let's go max protect sometimes. We don't need all of our receivers to be out there running routes when our quarterback doesn't have time to deliver the football. Scott Turner, wake up. Do something different, okay? It's not working with what we're doing right now. Our offensive linemen are losing their blocks. It's unreal how bad it's been. but we just can't be this bad. There has to be a way. The good offensive coordinators find a way to block what they're trying to call. There is a way to do this. We have to figure that out. If we figure that out, that changes the complexion, of the season. Our offense can be explosive. We saw it week 1. Now we have to do it on a consistent basis. And that starts with the big boys up front. Figure out how to block that. You can figure out how to change this season. This has been my 5 ways that we can turn this season around. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell your friends to come check it out too. And if you disagree with me, give me your own 5 things list in the comments. This is the Commanders Declassified Podcast signing off. Peace.